Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about the 3 top things that I notice women making the biggest mistakes on when trying to lose weight. Oftentimes women you're like, I'm gonna get in shape, I'm really gonna do it this time, I saw this thing, I watched this thing, I see this new gym opening up, I wanna try this new supplement, and you get all excited and you're like, I'm gonna totally do it, yeah! And then there's like a month later and you're like, oh, come on. What's happening? Why isn't this working? And you feel like garbage and you are wondering where you went wrong. And here are the top 3 things that I teach women that makes the biggest impact overall. First thing is hormones. This is my specialty. This is what I'm an expert in, the female body and hormones and how they function and working with your body physiology. So the number one mistake I see women making is that they're not doing this. Most often because they just don't know it's a thing that you can do. Your body's hormones change throughout the month, and you can shift what you're doing each week throughout the month to match with your body's natural physiology to take advantage of those different needs. And you might be thinking, wait, what? That's a thing? It's a thing! It's a thing. We are taught the male model on everything health. I could talk for hours on this. I had to talk earlier today, and I went on a little bit of a tangent about how many things are set up for the male model. And even when introducing this whole concept of you can do these things to help estrogen, you can do these things to help progesterone, this is going to help your system align estrogen, progesterone, da-da-da. And I got a question. Someone was like, well, wait a minute. Wouldn't you want to like decrease the estrogen here and decrease this and make it balance? Like, no, that's the male model of how physiology works. Men have the same body pretty much day to day when they wake up, week to week, throughout the month. Women, we have a completely different body, week to week throughout the month. Here, we're building more muscle, it's easier here. Here, our digestive system slows down and it's a lot tougher to get some energy, right? It's just totally different. So I have more information in my book, The Female Fat Solution, on eating for your hormones and your cycle. This is on Amazon, so if you want to deep dive into this more, there's this as well. I also teach you how to do this in my 12-week challenge. So there is a waitlist going right now. It's an exclusive group. I make sure I vet everybody before they come in and that this is the right fit for you and that this is going to be the thing to get you results. So the 12-week challenge, the waitlist for that is in the comments. The link is in the comments. You can get exclusive information on the waitlist as well. But really the 12-week challenge is where I teach you how to do this and customize a protocol for you to get you the quickest, fastest results possible. So number one thing though is hormones, and it's just because women aren't aware that it's a thing. And I'm like, yes, it's a thing. And then, what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. This is part of the feedback I got from my talk today. They were like, oh, this is so good. This was so informative, but I have to really start over with all that I know about how my body works because I realized that I didn't know anything. And again, it's not the fault of us, right? This isn't information that is taught to us as we're growing up. Like in school, you're not taught how to balance a checkbook and manage, right? And manage things like that. Ooh. So again, taught actual body physiology for female hormones. All right. Second thing now, protein. Really getting enough protein for your body. This is a huge mistake I see women make. Protein is the number one nutrient I find that women are missing. Just not getting it enough. I gotta eat green, I gotta eat clean, I gotta do all these things, I gotta eat the paleo or the whatever. Fine, awesome. Get your protein in, holy crap. This is gonna help your muscles repair, this is gonna boost your metabolism. Women have a harder time building and maintaining lean muscle than men do, which means that we have a harder time keeping our metabolism going. We do not get to and stay in fat burning the same that men do. Men can do things, get to fat burning, stay there all day. Women, we can get to fat burning, but our bodies are gonna drop back out of it really quickly if we're not supporting ourselves with the right nutrition. And this is a big, big piece of it. So here's a quick, easy way to do this. I have other videos. So my YouTube channel is Dr. Beth Westy. I have other videos where I have dedicated the entire video to getting more protein in, how to protein pace, all that stuff, what that is, etc. So simple, easy thing, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and getting at least 20 grams of protein at each for at least 100 grams a day. Now, I personally eat more than 100 grams a day. This is just an example to get you started. But again, if you are struggling, if you've been stuck, if you want a different thing that's custom made for you, go in the comments, get on that wait list, and join the 12-week challenge, because that is where you have everything laid out for you. And I hold your hand walking you through this so you don't have to do it on your own. Another thing in terms of doing this, and just to let you know how fast and easy this is when you actually do this, there was a gal that I was chatting with today, and she started following this, like this, just this. So Nancy, hi Nancy, can I consume this amount without working out? Yes, Nancy. Oh, great question. Thank you. Yes, great question. This gal that I chatted with today, this is like, I didn't tell Nancy to comment this, by the way. This is Nancy totally randomly commenting this, but I feel like it fits in and leads into this exactly. Gal I chatted with today, she, well, sort of active, right? But doesn't really work out regularly. The only thing she's done in the past 4 weeks is this. She's like, that's the only thing I can manage. My life is super hectic right now. I have a lot of stress, all these other things going on, da-da-da-da-da. I've only been able to do this. And she goes, I've lost 3 pounds. And it's wild to me that I've lost 3 pounds in the past month only doing this and not necessarily working out more. I mean, I'm active, I'm on my feet, I've got stuff going on, I'm a busy person, but I haven't been doing other things to lose weight. I've just been doing my regular healthy eating, but making sure I get my protein in. And some of you might be thinking, 3 pounds in a month, oh, is that really a big deal? It is a big deal when it's 3 pounds of fat tissue that you've lost and you've actually maintained your muscle tissue, which means it's body composition that you're changing. Yeah, that's a really big deal. That's a really, really, really big deal. Yeah. So, big mistake I see women making that they miss out on this, right? So these are things in terms of biggest mistakes women make, that things that you should do. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video on the biggest mistakes women make and things you should not do. Okay. But eat for your hormones. That's going to change everything. Get enough protein. That's going to change everything. And the last one here is, I group this together because they do kind of go together, stress and sleep. If you're only addressing stress and you're not addressing your sleep or your rest time, you're missing out. If you're only addressing your sleep and not addressing your stress, again, they have to be worked in together. And this is, again, something I give everyone a customized plan for in the 12-week challenge. So look in the comments, get on the wait list for our next challenge. We start in April, but the cart opens in March, and I only take so many women in this group. So this is something, stress and sleep. First, you need to realize that there's a hormonal component to this. Depending on where you're at in your hormones in your cycle, it will affect how well you sleep. It will affect how well your body responds to certain stressors. Again, I teach you more in-depth information on that in the 12-week challenge. But also, if your body is under too much stress, it's going to slow down your metabolism. If your body's not sleeping properly, slow down your metabolism. If your body is under too much stress, it's going to wreck your gut, right? We all know that, oh, there's a lot of stress, you can develop ulcers. Yeah. It will destroy how well not only your gut functions and works, but motility, how it releases enzymes, everything else. So if you're not breaking down and absorbing all the nutrients you're putting in, this is one of those things where I'm like, listen, you can eat the cleanest diet ever. You can have the best chef in your kitchen all day preparing the most delicious, healthy foods for you, and you can be eating it, but if your gut is not working to break down, metabolize, absorb, process those foods, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna work, right? Yeah. So, gut health. If you're under stress, your gut's not gonna work. If you're not sleeping well, your gut's not gonna work. Really, really, really big deals. Immune system, same thing. If you're under too much stress and not getting enough sleep, your immune system is gonna be shot, again, affecting your metabolism, negatively everything else. So, if you're taking care of your stress, addressing your sleep issues, it's gonna improve how all of these things work and function. Game changer. Absolute game changer. I have women that when we start looking at their gut health right away, first week, oh my gosh, my belly bloat is gone. This is incredible. I know. No. It's crazy when you start addressing the female body for what it is, for where it's at, and how to keep these results going, right? It's not just about some little silly trick. What can I take right now to help me drop a few pounds? Well, there's a lot of things. That's a quick and dirty way to do that, right? What I teach women how to do in the 12-week challenge is work with your body physiology, work with your hormones, and actually get a result and keep it. And keep going with it. It puts you back in control of what's happening in your system. There's also an entire protocol for women that are in perimenopause and menopause, because your body is going through this dynamic shift and change, and it needs different proteins. It needs different amounts of sleep. It needs different reactions and tools for stress, because your system reacts differently then. Again, all these things that women are not told. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to do very similar thing. These are things that you should be paying attention to. Tomorrow I'm going to do the same video, but do it to make sure you stay away from. Warning, stay away from these things, because these are things where I've seen women do again and again and again, and they wreck everything you're doing. Like, you work so hard at the gym, and then if you're doing these things, you're actually working against all that time that you just spent at the gym. Yeah, if you're taking all these supplements, but yet still chewing this gum, this is going to ruin and wreck all the supplements that you just, seriously, yeah. So these are really, really common things that I'll talk about in my video tomorrow. So these are the things to do. I wanted to cover these first because they're really, really important. Do these things, and tomorrow I'm going to cover the things to avoid completely. Yes. All right, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Of course, I'm here as a resource for you, and last resource I have for you, my podcast, The Female Health Solution podcast. I have a ton more info there as well. So let me know if you have any other questions other than what's on my other resources, and I will do a video on them too. All right, have a nice night. See you later.